YouTube! How you guys doing today? It's Mike.
It's Jenny.
Pratt Family Homestead. It's the 2018 Pantry and Freezer Tour. Finally! You're not going to see this video until 2019 because it is only 6 hours, I think. Is that about right?
Yeah.
About 6 hours until 2019. So this is the last day of 2018 we're doing this video for you guys. But we're going to we're going to show our pantry, and we're going to show you our freezers. I think there's quite a bit more than our 2016 video that we did, which is pretty popular, and obviously go check that out as well. But I think we've got a lot more on the shelves.
But there is quite a bit that's actually missing that we did harvest this year that we have used.
Right, because everything was harvested, what, 2 months ago or more?
More, yeah.
Yeah, I mean 2 months and farther.
Yeah, and farther, yeah.
So we've been using stuff, so there was more. But something else that we've grown with this year is canning meats. In 2016, no meats were canned. No. And then 2017, we didn't do one of these videos, but we started with chicken.
Yes.
And this year we did chicken. And then I've been on a soup rampage.
Oh, yeah.
I've been canning, and ground beef we canned.
Yeah, 2 weeks.
Hot and cold pack. And so we're going to show you all that in different soups and show you what's in the freezer. We got some pigs in the freezer. We got some chickens in the freezer. We got some homegrown beef in the freezer that we got from a local farmer.
And a woodchuck.
And a woodchuck. We got a woodchuck in the freezer. Woo! My buddy John over at Our Hodgepodge Homestead, he's going to come over and cook that up with me one day.
I'm still not sold on it.
Come check all of it out. Let's do it. Okay, so for starters, we got a couple things that are different. The very top shelf, for the most part, has been cleared off. For the most part. We've added a bunch of shelves down here, which this is a work in progress. This is just recently been accomplished.
Yes.
So we've added stuff down here. This area is a lot more cleared off than it was the last time in the video. And we're also using it a little differently. We got garlic hanging all over the place. And then for fun, we got some Indian corn hanging out too. We've added curtains to these windows on your guys' recommendations to stop light from coming in as much. And this window is totally blocked off now. This is the best use of exercise mats that I've ever used. These are exercise mats that fit into that window perfectly, and we have it all blocked off. It stays cold enough out here in the winter, but warm enough also that we can use it as a refrigerator. So instead of piling our refrigerator packed full of stuff, a lot of times after we got veggies at the store and stuff, we'll stack them here. Right now, it says that it's 50 degrees in here. But that is because I've had these doors open and I've been doing a lot of work out here. 38 is pretty common out here. Yep. And if it is super cold, 32, and we've even seen it down to 28.
Yep.
But even at 28, this stuff's not freezing in here.
No, it's fine.
So, all right, let's run through some of this stuff real quick. What do you want to start with, Jenny?
Start with the sweet stuff.
If you saw our 2016 video, Jenny almost fell off the stairs. In this video, let's see how she does on a step stool. What do you want to? So you want to start with sweet stuff, huh?
Sweet stuff. So this is our leftover syrup, and we're actually coming into January. I'm going to be getting ready to start our next round of syrup. So we're going to have hopefully a ton when we're done. A lot of that syrup was actually supposed to get sent out to family and friends this year, and we never got our Christmas boxes put together. So we may still send that off. Yeah, we have given some away, but so that's left over from what we did at the very beginning of 2018. And then we had stopped at a little side of the road store and picked up a half bushel of peaches. That's a cool place. We're going to go back there again. Yeah. And so we were able to can peaches. And then Mike made spiced apples. And I think we're actually going to be cracking one of those open and using some of the sauce for dinner tonight. Do you remember the name of the book I got that out of? Was it The Pickling? I think it was. The Pickling... and Fermenting one? Not Amanda. Tangi recommended that book. Yes. I'm going to put it up here. I can't remember. Tangi, Freedom Homestead recommended the book, and I got the book and made those. Yep, okay. And then strawberry, so again with another fail of strawberry jam. Supposed to be jam, but I have yet to get it right. It's strawberry syrup. Some of it intentionally syrup, and some of it
Now it's pretty chilly out here, but it's not runny.
Some of it was supposed to be jam. So that one.
But we use it on.
That one was actually more jam consistency. And that's the syrup.
That one's a little runnier.
That one I did syrup.
But what do we love putting it on anyways?
Like, well, waffles, pancakes,
Yep.
French toast, ice cream even.
Yes. Oh.
Yes. And then...
We're getting away from this a little bit. This is actually jam that was done in 15.
Yes. And it's kind of hard, but I heat it up and then I make like little candy drops with it and let it harden back up, and then the kids can have little candy drops.
Oh, nice. And this is from 15, jalapeno jelly that I made.
Our final jar of jelly. But the kids love it. You made that in tomato jelly, but they've gone through that.
Okay, let's keep moving along on this shelf.
So we have salsa. Mike did 2 batches, 2 different kinds of salsa.
That was this year.
Jalapeno salsa and
Spicy. Well, both of those are out of the ball book.
And then our first attempt at relish, dill relish. We haven't opened it yet, but it looks really good. And then we still from 2000.
And can I say something? This is a lot more relish than we will. We're not relish people.
No.
So this is like probably going to last us 3 years.
Probably.
Unless we'll take it some to our hootenanny.
Yeah, but when we get to the pickle section, you'll see why I didn't can pickles. But I still wanted cucumbers. The kids love fresh cucumbers. So we grew cucumbers. We ended up with an insane amount from 3 little plants. And so that's why we tried relish for the first time.
Yeah, Andrew especially loves raw cucumbers.
Oh, he does love them. From 2015, we still have some canned jalapenos. We use them like in salsa and stuff, but we just don't go through them very fast.
We don't go through them very fast. They're still good. No problems with them. And then we got our older tomatoes right here still. We still have 2015 and 16 tomatoes there.
Yeah, 15, 16 tomatoes. And then this is all that's left of sauce. There was quite a bit more sauce, but I've used quite a bit of it already this year.
Looks like we've got 12 quarts in a pint.
Yes, and it's going to go fast.
It is.
And then our canned tomatoes. We use those for salsa mainly, but also in some dishes.
Soups. I've been putting them in soups that I've been canning too.
And then all of these pickles are from last year.
So 2017 growing season.
2017.
That's a lot of pickles.
Yeah, so
the kids love pickles. There was, I don't mean to interrupt you, but there was so much more pickles. The kids devoured pickles. I mean, there was so much more than this.
Yeah. So these are hamburger slices. They're specifically hamburger dill slices from the ball book.
Do you like those ones?
Not really.
Do the kids?
No, not really.
Okay.
I mean, we're using them because there was like 4 more jars.
Right.
But they're not our favorite. And then the rest of them are just the standard dill pickle recipe from the ball book.
Okay.
And then this is where we get to the experimentation shelf of Mike.
Oh, yeah. So I've been on a huge soup kick for a long time now, long before winter even set in. So I've been wanting to can more soups and really get in more canning meats and stuff too. Huge shout out to Lisa Sutton over at Sutton's Days. I can just dial her up, ask her questions, and she gets them answered for me. So she's held my hand through a lot of this stuff. But this is a pork zuppa soup. Fresh ground pork, right? Or was it sausage? I think it was fresh ground pork, potatoes, kale, all kinds of stuff. Oh my gosh, that is so good. This is a beef stew recipe that I supplemented venison from our freezer and made some venison stew. This is venison chili. Basically, I think I supplemented venison instead of beef. I'm pretty sure that's what I did. And then this is a hamburger soup that Jenny made one night for dinner just a couple weeks ago. Oh my gosh, it was so good. I was so disappointed that there was not enough left over to can. We have a video coming out on this in just a couple days, so watch out for it. This is our first attempt at hot pack ground beef. That came out great. Look at this beautiful chicken that we did this year. It's like pink, like salmon almost. It's beautiful. And this was raw pack hamburger that Lisa Sutton helped me with as far as directions and stuff. She lives a little too far away to actually come help. But okay, what do you got going on next, Jenny?
All right, next is our bean explosion. We had so many green beans and pole beans this year. So this section is all pole beans. And we've gone through some of them. I blanched and froze some. We've already been through all of those. And I gave a whole half bushel to my parents because I didn't want to can anymore.
You're done
and
canning beans.
I was done with the bean business. But they did amazing, and it is obviously really nice to have on the pantry shelves as well. So
you'll notice some have a green tint and some have like a rusty tint. I've been asking a couple people. Some people speculate possibly are hard water, but why would it be in some and not others? Although sometimes I think I smell our hard water more than others. Or different harvested. These were harvested at different times of the year. Could that be it? How ripe were they? How underripe were they? Whatever. Who knows?
Yeah,
but,
that's true. This section...
Oh, I'm sorry. But they taste fantastic.
Oh, they do. This section is our bush bean. It's Kalima bush bean. I get the seeds from Baker Creek. It is by far my favorite bean to grow. I haven't grown a huge variety, but it's a small, compact bush, and it just keeps going and providing. And I mean, the beans get really long. They're really good. They're tender. They're not stringy. I absolutely love those beans.
Do I remember right? The pole beans get kind of stringy and tough if you let them go too long. But those bush beans didn't seem to.
They didn't get that way at all. Those
right.
ones are amazing to have. I love having those. And then we've got corn. So kind of going in the middle here, this is leftover corn from 2015 and 2016.
Those 4 jars.
Yes, these 4. They were overdone, a little tough, so we use them in soups and stews and stuff to use them up that way. This corn came from Miss Pauletta.
Yeah, where can they find Miss Pauletta?
Favorite Things Gift Collections by Pauletta on Facebook.
Oh, yeah. She is awesome. She sent us the seed for this.
She did. This corn is so good. So good.
If you guys followed, especially our Friday vlogs, I documented the corn growing so much this year. Corn, this Indian corn and popcorn, I documented it a lot.
Yes.
Okay.
So then we have some canned potatoes.
They always look funky.
They look funky, but
they don't look as bad as they did the other year.
No, I paid a little bit more attention to the time frame that they were in the canner, and I got them out when they were supposed to come out instead of forgetting about them for a little bit longer. And so they don't fall apart and crumple. They still keep some shape, but they do still look funky in the jar.
Right, they do. But regardless, they taste absolutely fantastic. Jenny, primarily with mashed potatoes with them, right?
Yes, and it is so nice to just dump them out, heat them up, smash them, and then you're done. You don't have to stand there and peel them and cut them, and those are kind of a staple to have now too.
Another kind of cool thing is this soup, for instance, and even this stew and this soup, if I remember, this soup has some of our homegrown potatoes, which we don't have in here. We need to show them the potatoes also.
Right.
But this hamburger soup, I used some of the really old corn. What else did I use? Oh, some of our homegrown potatoes. I used some older jars of tomatoes to put into there. So it was really cool getting some of the older stuff depleted to make a new soup. So we're trying to get most of our canning stuff moved out to here. Some extra stuff that Instapot, Jenny uses that nonstop. We've only had it for a month or two, and almost every meal is made in it. Juices and stuff. But this is primarily our canning section. In the other video, people suggested that we lower all these shelves to actually fit another one in, but we kind of like the open roominess of it. And what I don't have one, but I built a shelf that I could put over these pints, and I can make them different sizes. So I could stack these on top of another shelf, and it's a portable shelf so that I can move it from one to another and stack 2 pints on top of each other without it actually sitting on the jar. You don't want anything sitting on top of the jar. So then we got the hanging garlic. Oh, I didn't tell you this. This is our harvested Indian corn, our harvested popcorn, our harvested garlic, more of it that we were going to plant. This garlic it was supposed to be for seed, and we didn't get very much of it put in the ground. So we're going to do some taste tests on different stuff there, I think, and all that. The garlic, got these bags. This happens to be a northern white garlic. This got mixed up. This is an unknown. And in these bags here, I ordered these off Amazon. I'll put a link down below for them.
They just open up and then they come with the clip.
Yep, they come with this clip. Yep.
Then we're able to hang them all over the place. Onions, garlic. I mean, you could keep so much stuff.
And we hung some corn just for some pretty out here. We did good on our onions this year. And one thing we forgot to mention, that's harvested lard from our pigs. It's rendered down.
That's
it is a lot of lard. We're gonna make soap one day, right? We keep talking about it.
Talking about it.
Let's show them the potatoes.
Okay.
All right, so the potatoes are temporarily in here. Just days ago, they were right here before I put these shelves in. These are our red and white potatoes. We did pretty good with potatoes this year.
We did.
Jenny uses a lot of potatoes. She loves potatoes.
I love potatoes, and the red potatoes are my favorite, and so I'm always coming out here and grabbing.
Yep.
I love the little ones. They're the best.
Yep. And this is all usually covered, keeping light out of it and stuff. But I'm trying. That's why I said I didn't mention it, but I'm thinking about making the potato bin.
Oh yeah.
Right here, putting a door on the front, keeping all the light out and everything. Thinking about that being the potato bin.
That'd be a good spot.
Let's go to the freezers.
Okay.
A little chilly? All right, I gotta clean that freezer off before we can get in there. This one doesn't have much in it, actually.
Nope,
This is what's left of half a cow, right?
Yep.
That and the ground beef. So, yep, that's the ground beef. Just a word on this ground beef. This ground beef, by the time we bought it from the farmer, almost completely grass-fed. Almost completely.
Almost, yep. That
They-
last month they get a little bit of grain.
And he said it was a little. He didn't necessarily grain them,
Right.
but they did get a little grain at the end. By the time we paid him and the butcher, it was $2.89 a pound.
I think that's what it was.
$2.89 a pound.
$2.89, yeah.
Do we have any porterhouses up here, or we eat them all?
Well, here's the T-bone.
So this T-bone right here, what's that go for in the grocery store?
Oh, they can go
That
$11.99.
that T-bone cost us $2.89 a pound.
Some big fat roast.
This roast $2.89 a pound, and it's all good. It's really good.
More T-bones.
More T. We might have gone through the porterhouses. This is all.
This is pork.
That's all ground pork. I'm gonna make some sausage out of it. It's a lot of ground pork, but we're gonna experiment with some different recipes. Make our own ground sausage. Then we got some saved seed stuff here.
Corn from last year. Corn on the cob from last year.
Corn on the cob from last year. Some zucchini.
There's beef bones and stuff, or soup bones.
Is this the pig freezer?
This is pig freezer minus the ground pork.
Minus the ground pork. Yep. But we got a red wattle from this year's in here and a Tamworth. For instance, what is this? Shoulder roast fresh. That's for me to put it in the smoker and make some shredded pork. Look at that ham. Homegrown ham.
That's the good stuff.
Boom. Sausage.
This is my favorite bag.
This is and this is Tamworth.
No, this is red wattle.
I'm sorry, red wattle bacon. The Tamworth, I elected to keep the pork belly so that I could make the bacon out of it. And my last batch.
You did that last year too, and you made bacon with it earlier this year.
Right.
And that's really
and
good.
It came out really good. But that's 2 pigs, and it was a lot fuller because it's been a couple months now since the pigs have been it's been 2 months. Yeah, almost to the day, I think. So
we do a ham and bacon, pork chops and ground pork.
We definitely love our pork. All right, I gotta clean the top of this off, and we'll take a look in here. Look at that, video magic. It's done in half a second. What do you got in here, babe?
So this is some cookie dough orders that need to go to family.
This is
School fundraiser.
School fundraiser. That's what that is, school fundraiser stuff.
Yep.
But this is primarily our chicken freezer. Jenny is freezing. Oh, that's the woodchuck. All right.
Okay. So
we don't have to be complete in here, but
no, this is primarily chicken, but we do have some bags of lard.
we do have
sitting on top.
bags of more lard to render.
We've got.
Is that one of our homegrown? Can you pull it out? Do you think you can or no? Oh
Chicken.
yeah, that's one of our. Let me get over here with the light. Yep.
Big old chicken.
We raised 125 chickens this year, and we butchered them on our own. What is that right there? Is that lard or?
That's lard. Lard. Yeah. There's lard over there. There's lard over here. So quite a bit of lard from the pigs.
This is actually older pork that I need to do.
Yes, there's roast. There's a couple pork chops.
This is a deer hide. More chicken. This freezer's not as organized as the other ones.
There's bag of lard.
Bag of lard.
This is the bacon that you made.
That's the bacon I made. It is pretty good. It doesn't taste like the other stuff, but it's good.
No, but it's good, yeah. For sure.
So that's that. Hey guys, thanks for checking out the pantry and the freezer. We're having a lot of fun with this, and this is a lot of food. We're hoping, or I'm hoping that next year it's even fuller. I'm hoping next year that I cannot even put canning stuff in the same room, and we've just totally filled it up so that, it's a lot of hard work and everything, but it's free food. The veggies, one tomato seed cost 1/100 of a penny or something, and we get so many pounds of food out of it. And the beans, oh my gosh.
That's where I think we did the best this year was the beans.
That's about as free as food can get right there.
Yeah,
so,
for sure.
We're having a lot of fun with this, and we got pickles forever.
Yes, we do.
Hey, thanks guys. We really appreciate it. We hope you have a good 2019. And if you have any questions, please let us know.
Yep.